Good evening, everyone. So you all are, dear all dignitaries, you are welcome for the fire safety navigating fire rules and regulation panel discussion. Just one request to all of you, we are running out of time. So you all get 2-3 minutes for your question, right? So we all know that hospitals are very complex building. Now every department, every floor has a different services, different department, clinical, research, OT, pathology lab, OPD, IPD. So now when you plan fire safety planning and designing, it plays a very important role because आप सबको पता है कि फायर इंसिडेंट होता है तो फॉर हॉस्पिटल में रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन करना इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज सम पेशेंट्स आर इन आईसीयू आईसीसीयू एरिया. So it's very difficult to plan a fire safety planning in the hospital building, and also we need to follow the guidelines also. So I request Dr. Urvesh sir to ask question first. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Megha. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the organizer for this wonderful event, which is going to now accomplish very smoothly. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Actually, I have a very simple question. I think two questions, but because short of the time, I will combine that question. And that question is, Shri Anil Bhai, perhaps we have met in 10 months back. You came to Ahmedabad Medical Association. I'm secretary of Ahmedabad Medical Association, and we have very good meet on that. The certain questions still remain unanswered. The very simple questions, what is the source which can have this comprehensive source of information? For example, because repeatedly we are getting some queries from the members that who need to apply for NOC, then what is the criteria, whether 50 beds or 9 meter or something, area like 1,000 square meter, who required to give the declaration. So many questions. So comprehensively what we can answer to them, what is the source of this information from which they get these informations?
Okay, thank you. Actually, as per the Gujarat Fire Prevention Life Safety Measure Rule 2014, it is amended in 2021. Latest amendment done in July 2021, in which there is a third schedule. In that third schedule, already mentioned building requiring the fire safety certificate, list of the building which require the fire safety certificates. So in that schedule clearly mentioned, institutional building more than 9 meter height require the fire safety certificate, and special building in which institutional building which area is more than floor area more than 500 meters square at one or more floors require the fire safety certificates. And the third schedule you will get from our website. Earlier I just presented in my presentation gujfiresafetycorp.in website. At that website there is a download portion. In download you will get the rules, regulations and all these the norms where you can get a reference and clear the things. Thank you.
Thank you, Nalin sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Veeran sir to raise the question.
There are a lot of ambiguities and understanding for which type of building requires which type of this thing. And another thing is that building use permission and fire safety, there are something we would like to know more on that.
So in fire safety certificate we can say a fire NOC. The requirements are the fire prevention, protection and life safeties. So protection you can say hydrant systems, sprinkler system, extinguishers. In prevention there are a few features. In life safety there is a related to the buildings, like as the margin surrounding to the building, staircase, number of staircases, staircase width, passage, lobby. All these matters are related to the building construction and related to the town planning. So for the building use permission, as per the GDCR 2017, you have to construct the hospital. If you constructed the hospital and you are running the hospitals, now you not taken the NOC, then also you should comply with the GDCR requirements. So when our fire officer issuing the fire safety certificate, already they are seeing or they are looking in this parameter also. So you should comply with the fire protection aspect as a life safety aspects. And when you comply with all the requirement, you will get the fire safety certificates. But BU is given by the town planning. Fire safety certificate will be issued by the fire department.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Bharat, sir, to ask question to Abhay Purandare, sir.
Namaskar. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Nalin. He has cleared a lot of confusion about the fire protection and regulations. As a being president of Indian Medical Association, 37,000 doctors of the Gujarat, what I had having some confusion is that there are 4 or 5 municipal corporations and there are probably 100 Nagar Palikas. But what about small town which are not having any Nagar Palikas like Dehgaon, Bayad, Uttarsanda like that? What kind of, where they have to contact for the fire NOC?
I think Nalin sir is more qualified to answer this.
Okay. Actually, as per the norms, Gujarat norms, we divided the regions, total 14 regions. 8 are the municipal corporation region and 6 are the regional municipality regions. So 8 municipal corporation having the 8 chief fire officers. So for the municipal corporation, you have to contact them. And for the regions, in regions there are the municipalities, there are the tehsil, there are the villages. So all these areas taken care by our regional fire officers. So we have the 6 regions like as Surat, Vadodara, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, Rajkot and Bhavnagar. So all these 6 regions having their regional fire officers and their offices are available. So for the small towns, those are also applicable for the Fire Act's requirements. So small towns, the hospitals or clinics which are more than 9 meter above height or above the 500 meter square area, they have to take the fire safety certificate from the particular regional fire officers. And 15 region is our GIFT city. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I have a question for Abhay, sir. Sir, my question to you is, how can we still follow norms but reduce the cost of implementing fire safety?
That's a difficult answer. I would just like to add something to what Nalin sir has said. That unfortunately, our fire safety norms or fire safety standards have not developed with the same pace as others in our country. So if you look at any international norms, hospitals typically, compartmentation is a very important tactic which is applied in hospitals. So we need to compartment the floors, we need to compartment the areas. I'll give a very simple example that the case study shown here, the Amri fire, 90 people died and the fire was in the basement. We had a fire in the basement in Rajasthan hospitals in Ahmedabad. Nobody died in that fire. The reason is that the basement is separate from the rest of the building. The clear-cut case of where compartmentation saved lives. So if we have similar practices being followed, and it's a basic requirement for hospitals, you go anywhere in the world, compartmentation has to be carried out. Currently, it is not being done. So like this, we should try to understand why the codes or the regulations require certain things. And if that becomes clear, I think our architects probably will need to play a major role in this, that when they design buildings which are safe, understanding what the regulations are saying. The second thing that second point I would like to say is, what about existing buildings where there was no regulation applied and there is a building which was built 15 years back? So how do we ensure that it also meets the requirement? So this has been debated within the government, and so far there has not been a clear-cut directive from the government as to how this will be treated. So I think this is something the government needs to work out, because you can't ask an old building to put new equipment, or structurally also it may not be stable enough for all that. Additional staircases, it may not be possible. So maybe you can add compartmentation or add some additional fire protection, and increase the level of fire safety. So these are the 2 points that I wanted to make. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So thank you, Nalin sir and Abhay sir. So our fire experts had already shared the vast knowledge, experience and about the fire rules and regulation. So thanks a lot. And throughout the session, we have learned a great deal about key points discussed, that fire prevention strategy, escape plans, fire extinguisher use. So it's a reminder that fire safety is everyone's responsibility. So big round of applause for Shri Nalin sir, Shri Abhay sir, Dr. Uvesh sir, Dr. Viren sir, Dr. Bharat sir. Thank you all.